Welcome back. Thank you for staying with the Hot 7 Nightly News. The management of Barbie Limited and the National Workers Union affixed their signatures to a new industrial agreement on Friday, the 5th of April at the Department of Labor. The brief ceremony was witnessed by Acting Deputy Labor Commissioner Cornelia Jabatis. The new contract makes provisions for an upward revision in salaries and a regime of fringe benefits in keeping with the competition. The agreement, which will run for a period of 3 years, was signed by the Managing Director of Barbie Limited and the President General of the NWU, Tyrone Maynard, also the Secretary General, Johan Haywood, who is the portfolio representative for Barbie Limited. Shop stewards were also in attendance. April is Youth Month, and it's starting off with a youth expose and gospel concert. Organizers of the festival say their hopes are high for a stimulating festival, one that will grow from strength to strength. Solange Alfred tells us more.
The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports partnered up with key stakeholders to host the Youth Expose at Constitution Park on April 5, 2019. Director of Youth in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mary Wilfred, says the collaborative effort put forth by the organizers ensured that the talent of the youth will not go unnoticed.
Today we have dubbed it Youth Expose, where young people are showcasing their skills, their talents, and also what they can produce with their hands, their mind, to the public. We've invited the uniform groups to march from Serenity Park into Constitution Park. So we have the St. John's Ambulance, we have Red Cross, we have the Scouts, and some others that have come in to join us in this celebration of Youth Month. April is celebrated as Youth Month, and to start we thought that this would be a good event to engage young people in different groups and organizations to come on down to celebrate this month with us.
Wilfred notes that a major part of the day's event included a gospel explosion of music, singing, and entertainment.
We've always started Youth Month with a church service in the past, but we've turned it around in the previous years, in different formats. So today it's at Constitution Park, so young people are worshiping God and giving praise and worship in different ways. And then the students will take on with a concert at about 1, and then later in the day we'll have the culture segment where we have different artists performing.
She says the enthusiasm with participating youth was at an all-time high.
Young people are very excited anytime they are called out to come into the public space to showcase what they have. Even the uniform groups tells us sometimes they don't get the opportunity to march, and this was an opportunity for the young ones and the older ones to participate in the parade, so it gives them some kind of pride and joy.
Wilfred says that the aim is always to be bigger and better. She expressed her recommendations that hopefully the Youth Expose will have the opportunity to be held throughout different areas in St. Lucia. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The Pito Management Area Office within the Department of Sustainable Development collaborated with the St. Lucia National Commission for UNESCO to support the establishment of a PMA UNESCO Club. The PMA UNESCO Club was launched on Wednesday, the 3rd of April in Soufrière. Approximately 50 students and staff from secondary schools on island participated in the one-day launching program. Protected Areas Manager Augustine Dominic says there has been a dearth of sensitization among the youth. UNESCO clubs have 3 main functions: training, dissemination of information, and action, and with action being the essential condition for the existence of the UNESCO club.
In the last couple of years, we've been working with the University of Vermont through one of their programs to conduct research. It's really short-term, it's not in-depth, it's short-term research. So they come twice a year, the faculty comes during the Thanksgiving break in November, and they establish the foundations, and then the students come just after New Year for about 2 weeks, and they conduct research and they present a report. And we've been working with them for the last 3 years, and every time we've found out that we need to do a little more public awareness. Maybe one of the reasons for that is that it's been more than 10 years since inscription. Actually, this year is going to be 15 years since inscription. So the generation that was involved in the discussion and the dialogue, and the popular awareness about World Heritage, that generation has moved on. They've all grown up. Okay, they're thinking about other things now. A lot of you may not know. So it's always wise to try to do community outreach.
Establishment of the PMA UNESCO Club is in keeping with Sustainable Development Goal 17, which encourages and supports effective public, private, and civil society partnerships. It is expected that the PMA UNESCO Club will help to increase youth engagement in heritage and biodiversity conservation and collective action through training, information sharing, and advocacy. The Secretary General of the St. Lucia National Commission for UNESCO, Marcia Symphorian, officially welcomed the new club.
Our decision to encourage and facilitate the development of UNESCO clubs is because we understand that we need to build partnerships in the interest of development. So in that regard, UNESCO clubs have always and continue to contribute meaningfully to the achievement of the organization's mandate. Perhaps more importantly, the clubs provide an opportunity to bring to bear fresh perspectives, new ideas on the way that the organization handles the many challenges facing the global community.
The PMA UNESCO Club will be an affiliate of the PMA office, but will function as an independent, not-for-profit organization governed by a constitution approved at its inaugural meeting. Its management team will comprise students, interested youth, PMA office advisors, teacher mentors, and representatives of the National Commission for UNESCO. Talented men and women came out to set up their booths to showcase their products and services as part of a youth expose. Our camera crew had the opportunity to speak with a few of the entrepreneurs at the festival and learn more about the wonderful products that they had to offer. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Constitution Park came alive with vibrant young entrepreneurs showcasing their various wares on Friday, 5th April. The initiative, dubbed Youth Expose, was a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Youth and Sports, National Youth Council, and Volunteer St. Lucia. Under each tent housed a young or budding entrepreneur. The delicious-looking cakes under the Sugary Temptations tent caught our attention first. Spokesperson for Sugary Temptation, Louisa William, says that the business is the brainchild of her 19-year-old sister, Pretty William, and has been receiving rave reviews from customers.
The business name is Sugary Temptation. It's run by my sister Pretty. She's 19 years old. She first started with cheesecakes and she did her first frosted cake in November 14, 2018. She's self-taught and she works from home. The cakes, she does vanilla cakes, chocolate cakes, she does rum-infused cakes, fruit cakes. When it comes to the designs, she normally goes with anything possible with her. Anything is possible with her. The feedback is very good. Everybody loves the cake. They're always commenting, and it was her friends who pushed her to do it as a business full-time.
The Hot 7 crew also had an opportunity to speak with spokesperson from Lucian Childs, an all-natural soap and skincare product line with a range of healing benefits.
They have eczema, skin problematic skin, and very dark spots and different things. We have pain rubs as well. We have beeswax for the hair to make it nice and shiny. Helping blow to move the wrinkles and stuff. Natural soaps, coconut oil, castor oil, tea tree oil. We have facial scrubs. We have moisturizing cream. We have beeswax. A variety of stuff. And very soon we'll be going in a line of shampoos and conditioners and whatnot. We are always there from Mondays to Fridays in the alleyway between Scotiabell.
Bringing their flair to the Youth Expose was lifestyle brand Statesman, with their spokesperson Aaron Charles diving into the uniqueness of the brand and what it looks to promote.
Statesman is a lifestyle brand, but it's also an active wear brand and it's deep into sports. It's a local brand that we have developed with the interests of the youths in mind. We haven't even been here for a year yet, and every day walking in in the city, I'd be seeing people with their statesman caps on their head, just like myself. And it would just make me feel warm on the inside to see that people are receiving the brand and accepting something new.
With all booths offering patrons a uniquely different and engaging experience, Youth Expose, officially opening Youth Month, solidified itself as a huge success. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you very much, Solange. This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. Up next, sports news with Tennyson Glasgow.